the market for new acoustic licks, acoustic blues licks, then we need to talk about Eric Clapton. And if we're going to be studying Eric Clapton, then what better way to do it than to look at his performance in 1992 for his Unplugged acoustic set for MTV. That concert became the best-selling live album of all time, selling 26 million copies. He won 3 Grammys, and that is because it is an absolute masterclass in acoustic guitar. My personal highlight from that concert was Layla, because it already was a great hit on the electric guitar, but Eric Clapton completely reinvented the song, keeping the same essence of it, but it became a masterpiece in its own right, with 2 fantastic solos in the performance, one at the start and one in the middle. And what I'm going to do in today's lesson is I'm going to take 5 highlights, 5 licks from that. We're going to dissect it, I'm going to teach you it, but I'm also going to break it down. Each lick incorporates something different, a different technique, a different concept, a different way of connecting shapes around the neck. So I hope you get as much out of this performance as I have. So let's waste no further time, let's get on with lick number 1 right after this.
You wanna play guitar? Oh, you wanna play guitar? Oh, you got to play guitar. Oh, you got to play guitar. Oh, you wanna play guitar? Oh, you wanna play guitar? Guitar made easy by Tony. Yeah.
Alright, so we're in the key of D minor. And Eric Clapton uses a variety of scales. Mostly, we have the pentatonic scale, the minor pentatonic scale. We've also got the blues scale, but we've also got a few tasty notes from the natural minor scale in there. And that's what we're going to be looking at. In the first lick, we have the natural minor scale, and we've also got a cool way of connecting the dots in the fretboard, connecting, in this case, shape 4 and shape 1 of the pentatonic scale. And I really took a lot away from this lick, and I hope you do too. But firstly, before we get into it, let's just identify where shape 4 is. Now, I know that if I can find the root on the A string, that brings me into the location of shape 4. So if I can find D, playing the key of D minor, I can find shape 4 of the pentatonic or the blues scale. And that's a very comfortable scale to play, because it's also like shape 1. It's very like shape 1, which can be found on the low E string. If I find my root there, that's in the 10th fret for D. And I think everybody would agree that that is the most comfortable shape to play in, the one that people are most comfortable with, and the one that people know. So shape 4 and shape 1 are 2 great scales to use, and this is a masterclass on how you can connect both of them together. So let's have a little look at lick number 1. Alright, now that is just tasty. The first thing that we notice there is we've got that note from the natural minor coming in there. We've got 7-7 on the D and G, using your finger to bar that. Alright. Then 5-6. That's the note we're talking about right there, that's outside the pentatonic scale. 5-6. Then hammer on 5 and 6 and pull off. Back to 7 on the G. 6, 5, 7. Alright, lovely. And again, that's the note right there that gives it an almost Spanish feel, right? Lovely little lick. Okay, and then this real cool ascending lick that brings you right into shape 1, home base of the pentatonic scale. So what we're doing here, we're coming back one note to 5, 6, 8, then back again, 6, 8, 10. Alright, and then 8, 10, 13. So climbing up that way, which is a really cool way to get into shape 1. And that brings us right in to lick number 2. So let's have a little look at this. Alright, another really tasty lick there with notes from the natural minor scale. Now, let's just clarify what the pentatonic scale is. Alright, it's 5 notes taken from the 7 notes of the minor scale. The 5 notes that resonate a lot with rock and blues music and country music and things like that. So the pentatonic scale, the shape 1, side by side to the minor scale, looks like this. Alright, that's just pentatonic. The minor with the added 2 notes. Alright. And if you notice, Eric Clapton uses a couple of those notes in this lick. So we've got this right away. 10, 13 on the B. 10, 12 on the high E. Again, we're going into that note of the minor scale, right? And then hammer on, pull off from 10 to 12. Alright? And then 13, 12, 13. 13, 12 on the high E, then 13 again, right? And then 10, 12, 10, 12. Alright, 10, 12 on the G, 10, 12 again. And then hammer on, pull off 12, 9. Again, get into that minor note. 10, 9, 7. And notice where we are. We're back into shape 4 of the pentatonic scale. So that's lick number 2. So for lick number 3, we're diving right into the main solo. At the very start, we've got this tasty, bluesy lick that incorporates a nice double stop and the blue notes. So let's take a little look at that. I love this lick, and I can't tell you how many times I have stolen it, especially this part here. This cool double stop thing we've got here on shape 4. Now let's just take a little look at that. So at the bottom of shape 4, we have these notes, right? And the bottom 2 strings work great as a double stop, especially if you bend that B string up a little bit. Alright, now again, you can take these licks and do your own thing with it. So for example, if you're playing in the key of E, you can find the E note in the A string, shape 4, and do your own thing with it. So that's how you really take note of these licks, take parts of them and try and do your own thing with them. Anyways, back to lick number 3, right? Nice and slow. We're alternating between this double stop and 7 on the G string. So I'm going to bend up twice. 7, and then 3 times. And back to 7 again. And then one last bend. The double stop, alright? And then I'm going to climb up that scale. 7, 5, 7, 6, 5, getting that blue note right there. And then sliding from 5 to 3 on the D, 5, 3 again, to the root, right, the D note on the 5th fret and the A, and then back to 3. Alright, so nice and slow. that's lick number 3. So lick number 4 is another Clapton classic that he uses a lot, and again we've got this double stop and slide going on. So let's have a little look at that. Alright, so again what we're doing here is we're taking shape 1 and we're taking the extension of that takes us into shape 2. Which we talk about a lot in my other lessons, alright? So again, shape 1, we've got here on the 10th and 12th fret. On the G string, we can slide up into shape 2 by sliding from 12 to 14, and then get into 13, 15, right? And just these 2 notes there, again, work really well. It's a double stop, alright? And again, you can bring that into your playing if you're playing in the A minor. Alright, again, taking these licks and doing your own thing with it. Anyway, the lick goes like this, so we're sliding into that. We do it 7 times, alright? And we're just getting it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then on the 7th time, we then come down into shape 2, 13, 15 on the B, and then we're going to slide from 14 to 12 on the G. So again, nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's lick number 4. So lick number 5 is a monster, and it comes right off the back of lick number 4, and again it incorporates some of those tasty minor licks, connecting shape 1 to shape 4. So let's have a little look at that. Alright, so again we're coming right off that double stop into shape 1, and then come into this lick. So we start descending the scale, so 12, 10, 12, alright, on the D, and then back up again, 10, 12 on the G, and then again up the scale, 10, 13, and then 10, 12. Alright. Okay, and then we're going to hammer on and pull off from 10 to 12. And then 12 on the B, back to 10 on the E, then back to 13 on the B. 13, 12, 13. Okay, so again. Right, and then 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, 10, 12, 10, 9 on the G. So let's just go right up to that. So the second part of that lick goes like that. So again we've got hammered on, 79 and back. Okay, then 5, all in the G. Then this little lick again. 7, 7 on the D and G. 5, 6, 5 hammer on, pull off 6. 7, 5 on the G. Alright, so. And then 7, 7, 5 on the D. Okay. So 7 down to 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 on the 8. So let's go from the top, nice and slow. right, from the very start. And that's it. And those 5 licks complete our lesson. So I hope you get as much from those 5 tasty Eric Clapton licks as I did. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you soon with a new lesson.